Hello my lovelies, it's Nisha. So today I've got a brand new Raquel Welch wig in a brand new colour. Forgive this, I will let you know in a minute why I've got the clips in. So we will talk about this wig. I will compare this colour to several other colours from Raquel Welch and other designers. So this is current events in RL16/22SS, which is Shaded Iced Sweet Cream, and I am in love, as you probably would have guessed. The reason I have these on is because when I first put it on, this is what happens, and that's the case with most wigs. Can you see it's a bit conical? It's got a bit of a cone head, and of course falls right in my face, but we will sort her out just like I did with the On Point. So current events is again angled bob. It's not as severe angle as the On Point. I will show her to you in a minute from all the sides. It is sort of one length here. So can you see the angle is not as severe as on the On Point. I think On Point is longer at the front. This is the back. And here is this side. So let's first talk about this color. This is my new favorite color. So as you can see, it is a very pale blonde with platinum highlights and a dark root, and the root is also quite cool and ashy, a bit different to the root on Shaded Biscuit. So you know, Shaded Biscuit's been my favorite color of all times, but I've mentioned this before, lately this color is looking a bit different, and I will compare it in a minute. But first, let's sort out hair, because you can't really walk around like this. So as you know, I always use one of these tongs. Let's turn them on. So this wig has open wefted cap with a lace front and a left side monofilament. Another thing that I've noticed different on this wig, the lace here, the monofilament, is very thick and stiff. It's nothing like any of the others. Look wise, it looks fine. It's not as fine, I suppose, as all her previous ones. So there is something different with the lace. It's quite thick and quite stiff. So it's definitely different to all the other wigs of hers that I have. The color is beautiful. It's a nice, cool, almost platinum blonde. Okay, so what I did first when I got her out, I always find the parting, and with the heat of my hands try to get the hair first off my face. But you know, it's still quite flat here. This wig has no permatease at all. So if you don't like much volume, you like your hair quite flat, this is perfect. I think the On Point has a bit of permatease. It's a bit fuller here. But I need to remedy this cone. So you know what I always do? I will take a section of hair, I warm it up, and then I hold it like this till it cools down, just to get some lift. Can you see? I think I might do it a bit lower as well, and here at the front. Don't worry if you make a mistake, because this is a heat resistant wig to a certain temperature, you can always take straighteners to it and straighten it back up. Can you see I've got some height here because it was a bit flat. I think I need a bit of height around here because it's flat here, and then you don't need to hold it for long, just to warm it up, and then hold it like this till it... Can you see the shape is already better? Now we need to sort out this front. There. So it doesn't, it was so flat here at the front, that was falling right in my eyes. And you can just do that anywhere that you feel your wig is a bit flat. So like I said, especially with heat defiant wigs, don't get too scared if the shape is not exactly what you wanted. You know, I've always said it's been in a box, squashed in, therefore you need to do some things to it. Now this is sticking out a bit too much, so I can flatten it on the top. That's it. It will take a bit more work to get it to exactly how I want, but now you can see it looks much better straight away. It's not that triangular falling forward style. I feel that the hair always falls so much into my face because obviously if you look at the hairline, it's such a deep hairline. My own hairline finishes somewhere here. So I don't have all this hair that is here, this hair, I don't have that with my own hair because my hairline, you know, the Mickey Mouse hairline. So I always find it a bit too much hair at the front. There, that's better. So it's a beautiful bob, just like the length of my hair. I love the color, and I think especially because of what is happening with Shaded Biscuit, and I still don't know why, but I will show you the comparison. So this is Raquel Welch Simmer in Shaded Biscuit, and this is a beautiful color. This I love. As you can see, still has these beautiful, very pale blondes like in this one, but it has a bit of more sort of warmer, pale, golden blonde lowlights. The root on this one, I don't know if the camera will show, probably not. The root is slightly bit warmer than on this one. So this is my original Shaded Biscuit that I love. So I hope you can see the difference. You can see a bit more of these darker lowlights. Now when we move on to On Point, which is quite new as well, this one is already much darker. Probably doesn't show so much on the screen, but I can see it. The root is darker, the root is longer, there doesn't seem to be as many blondes going through the root. Also, Raquel Welch usually has this, can you see this really blonde bit at the front? This one doesn't seem to have it. Now I've got another quite new Raquel Welch wig, which I haven't reviewed because of the color. And this is another short but very angled bob, which is called On the Runway in Shaded Biscuit. Look at this shaded biscuit. I mean, you could not tell me that this is shaded biscuit. Look how dark and long is the root. The low lights are very, almost really dark golden blonde. So even if you compare On Point with this one, look at the difference in color. So whenever I wear now shaded biscuit, I am always quite wary, because I don't know when you order that wig in shaded biscuit if you're going to get the original shaded biscuit color or this dark one. So please take that into consideration. Maybe communicate with whoever you're buying it from, ask them to check, because I know it's quite difficult to return wigs, but there is something definitely going on with the shaded biscuit. That's why I am so happy to see this color, because this is my favorite now. I still love the original shaded biscuit, but not the new one. Let's compare it to colors from other designers. So this is John Renault Palm Springs Blonde. Sorry, I can't remember what style this is. I can't. But these are almost identical. I love this color. Palm Springs Blonde is my favorite in John Renault. The root on here is much more subtle, so it's not as dark, as you can see. So if you love Palm Springs Blonde, you will love this one. This one is probably even cooler. And then another favorite is the Henry Margot 10613 GR, I think. This is Candice. And again, very, almost identical. Look at that. And here is the root. So if you like these two colors, you will definitely love this. Very, very similar. Let me now put on the On Point so you can see the difference. I mean, Raquel Welch has like 3 new angled bobs. The On Point, this one, and this one that I haven't reviewed because I really don't like this color. It's almost red, you know, it has like caramel, a lot of caramel in it. The On the Runway. On the Runway is very, very severe. So it's very short at the back and very long at the front. So let me put on the On Point. So here is the On Point in Shaded Biscuit. Beautiful wig. This is one of my favorites. As you can see, it's longer here. It is still a angled bob, but just overall longer length. And this one also has a middle parting, but the parting here at the front is quite wide, so I managed to part mine on the right because that's my preferred side. You couldn't do that really with current events. So let me show you the inside as I've got it here. So like I said, you have the open wefted cap, the same thing, you know, bendable ear tabs, you can adjust it, and then as you can see, it's got quite wide lace, and then you see this bit here is quite wide, so you sort of have a bit of a option how far left or more towards the middle you can part it, but the parting is on the left. And like I said, this lace feels so thick and almost plasticky. I don't know why, but it feels okay on once you put it on. So I still really love it. But so that's the difference. Actually, this one has a bit shorter bits here, whereas this one is definitely all one length, and you can see the difference in color. This shaded biscuit is still okay, but shall I put the other one on? I really don't want to. I haven't done anything to it, so I don't even know what it looks like. I just saw the color and didn't want to even put it on. I was so annoyed. Okay, so this is the, what was it? On the Runway. Actually, the color doesn't look too bad from the front. The blonde is quite blonde at the front. But as you can see, it goes all like this, so something has to be done. So that's another bob that is probably the shortest, although these bits are quite long, but it's very short at the back. So I would probably straighten these out a bit, because I don't like that. You know, it just sticks out like a couple of horns, but it is actually quite nice wig. So maybe I will do a separate review on that one, and we see what we can do with the style, because this is quite annoying. I probably would just chop it off and have it as a really short bob. Okay, I'm back in the current event. Love it, love the color. Let me know what you think, which bob is your favorite, and let me know what you think about this color. I think, you know, if you love the shaded biscuit and you like your cool blondes, you will absolutely love it. So I was checking if this color is now available in other Raquel Welch styles, because this is from her signature collection, and I looked at Editor's Peak, because you know how I like Editor's Peak, and Editor's Peak comes in iced sweet cream, but not shaded. Shaded, the SS means that it has root. So there is Editor's Peak in that color, but without the root. If you are not a lover of the root, but you love this color, there is Editor's Peak in that color. Yeah, so now, even if I go like this, the hair goes up, but I still have a window that I can look through, whereas before, honestly, it was just straight in front of your face. So remember, you can do that with some hot tools. Just be careful, don't have them too hot so you don't ruin the wig. Yeah, I will play a bit more with the heat tool, lifting it here and there. But that's a good thing. Some people are quite happy with having the wig really flat and no volume whatsoever, because it all depends on the shape of your face and how you like wearing your hair. I like my hair big on the top, so I love a bit of permatease or a bit of volume. So I might do a bit more lifting here, but other than that, I think it's just still a bit flat here, isn't it? Like it needs more volume, like this here. You can wear it behind one ear, like this. You could probably do a bit of a half up, half down. I always feel for these sort of styles, like half up, half down, I need something more shaped around the face, but I don't think I would cut anything. You know, with a lot of my wigs I shape around the face, but because this is such a classic bob, I don't think that will look right. So I'll probably leave it as it is. I don't know, you know me. I will show you in a minute actually. So you know the Henry Margot candies that I love, it was quite long. And I first given myself lovely shaping layers. I've cut them out myself around the face. I think you've seen me doing a bit of it, but of course then the back was much longer than the front. So when I was having my highlights done, my hairdresser cut it a bit at the back, so my Candice doesn't look anything now like real Candice, but I think I prefer it. So let me put it on and I will show you. So here is Candice. So Candice had long layers, but the front was almost one length, quite long, maybe had just some layers at the bottom. So you see I've done these shaping layers, and then it was much longer to about here, so I had it trimmed a bit. That is sort of more of my length. Don't get me wrong, you know I love long hair, but I know some of you love me with long wigs, but I don't feel they suit me at all. So yeah, that's what I've done to Candice, and I love Candice. Candice is one of my favorites as well. Okay, back in current affairs. Love it. That color is so beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I hope this is going to be permanent and in every style of Raquel Welch. Okay, my lovelies, so this was brand new Raquel Welch current event in a brand new color, Shaded Iced Sweet Cream. I will link here my playlist with all the wig reviews. There is plenty of videos there, some tips and tricks as well, so have a look at that playlist. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.